let's see how you can manage project groups in ERPLY Books. Project groups can be seen something like this. Let's assume that you organize conferences. You have 3 employees, Henry, John, Mary. You have held 3 conferences this far, and you have 2 cars that you need to operate the business. You need to see all the expenses and revenues connected to John, Henry, and Mary because you want to see which employee is most profitable. Also, you want to track expenses and revenues per conference. That's logical. And also, you need to see the expenses per car because you need to see if what are the total expenses per car. In ERPLY Books, of course, you can go to projects and add them. Let's add Nissan, Toyota. I add Henry, I add John, and I add Mary. Sorry about it. And I add conference 1, I add conference 2, and I add conference 3. Now, when I go to add a new purchase invoice, for example, then I can select Toyota. But what if Mary took Toyota and bought some stuff for conference 1? So I need to add a purchase invoice connected to Toyota, Mary, and also conference 1. For this, of course, I can enable multiple project selection. I have to now refresh the page. And now I can select all 3 of them, Nissan, Mary, and conference 1. But let's say you have like 100 conferences, you have 10 cars and 50 employees. Then it's not that convenient to select all of them in this list. So for them, we can add project groups. So let's go to initial data and project groups. And let's add, we have cars, we have employees, and we have conferences. And now I'll go back to projects and I will select them, meaning that you can see the project group column over here. This is car, this is car, this is employee, and this is conference. And now when I refresh the page, then what I can see is that wherever I go, I have a separate field for cars, employees, and conferences, meaning that I don't have to select them from one list. Also, you can see them in here in the invoice rows. The same thing you can see in manual journals. We have 3 separate columns over here. And also we can see them in reports. For example, I go to profit and loss statement, and here I can see also these different dimensions. Now, the logical thing about the project groups is that usually there can be only one connected to one expense. So you don't need OR clause. What does it mean? By default, ERPLY Books searches with OR clause. This means when I select Toyota here and employee John over here, then it searches for all of the transactions where there is either Toyota or either John or both of them, meaning that it's OR clause. But if you want this AND clause, show me these purchases, expenses, revenues where John took Toyota and went to conference 1, then at the moment this search doesn't work. For this you would have to enable, and under the configuration you have to enable that you would like to use AND clause in project search. Then you can do this. Otherwise, project groups are quite straightforward solution. You can define them on your own. If you don't like them anymore, you can remove them from the project and so on. And when you take out, for example, general ledger, then project groups are separated in separate columns, meaning that it's not just one list of projects. You can still see them in separate groups when you take out the Excel, for example. All in all, I hope it was valuable and thank you for watching.